Memory is embedded in my work. It's a document that shows that we're here and we're not going anywhere. I try to remember and to collect those memories so that we rescue our legacy, to go back and to gather the bones, to bring them back to the people. Because the bones are the ancestors, and those are the seeds for the future generations.
Raul Baltazar uses sculpture, video, and performance art to bridge Indigenous and Western cultures. Working between worlds and across borders, he uses contrast to create common ground and something new. Inspired by the powerful contrasting design of the Genesis GV80, Vice is highlighting the designers who are defying our present to create our future. Contrast means a lot to me in my work. It's a perspective that can add an openness to people. When we go into a neighborhood and step into somebody else's world, I trust what they show me, and I take that as a lead to what I can then create art with. By exploring contrasts, we create more connection.
Identity is always an interesting issue because who you are is constantly growing and evolving. LA is mostly Mexican, but we're made to feel like we just exist in the fringes. So there's a contrast with that, right? It's still knowing that sometimes you don't really fit in or you're not supposed to be somewhere, but then at the same time, why can't I not be there? I think that we need to just use the contrast and harmonize it. I come from a Mexican-American background, and when I started learning about my indigeneity, my Chichimeca background, my Raramuri background, I felt like, wow, I'm very proud of this. Like, I want to learn more about it. I've always done art since I was a child. That was a way of sharing with someone and giving thanks. In Mexican culture, they call it un don. You know, a don is a gift. And people would just say, hey, that's your gift. That's your calling. That's who you are.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Today's performance, it's like a cosmic drama. I'm going to take the prayers of the people within a container to the top of a hill and then put those prayers into a smaller container so that it could fly up, and it's going to have some offerings to the gods. I think a lot about the ancient ceremonies and how incredibly they were designed. It makes me think like, wow, if they were on that point, like how much have we forgotten? Actually, 7, the Aztec bunny is, don't tell anyone, but it's basically a coyote dressed up as a bunny. So there's that contrast, right? In the creation stories, they're called like tricksters or hayokas, these native clowns that test you in the ceremony. The regalia is designed for performance art, for rituals. It's kind of funny but grotesque too. It's like they say the mask reveals as much as it conceals. The arts have always created those bridges, right? And so my work resonates just as a culture does. We're just trying to harmonize that frequency so that you get the clear message from the ancestors to the future generations. At the end, it's the journey of life, right? The contrast or the obstacles that we have to overcome. I know that no matter what, that my art will always like open the ways. Even when you're in a vulnerable situation, your life becomes magical in that way because you follow that path. And even if it's the path least traveled, you still have this faith. That's why I try to cross borders in all of their forms through the art, you know, whether they're physical borders or intellectual borders, class borders, or what have you. It's always about, you know, sharing at the end.